Hi everyone, good morning to you all. Welcome back to science class. Today we are going to study the one more new concept in physics, that is the force and Newton's laws of motion. The force and Newton's laws of motion or the laws of motion. So mainly in this lesson, first we have to come to know what is the force, what are its applications, and how the force is necessary in our day-to-day life, right? So already in the lesson motion, we studied mainly what is motion, what are the main applications of the motion. So once I will recall those points. Motion is a continuous displacement of an object in unit time is called as motion. And also the motion is travels along a straight line, curve line, and also in a circular path. So mainly in that the motion moving along a straight line, this is explained, discussed by the some basic terms, that is the speed, distance, acceleration, speed, and some more points. Now first, what is a force? How it is essential. So mainly in our surroundings there are countless things are there, but all the things are not same in their structure, shape, and also in the movement. Means some are moving in the nature and some are at rest. So rest is the natural phenomenon of the objects. Some objects are at rest. It's a natural phenomenon, or it's a natural state of the objects, means at rest. Here the body is at rest means not moving, means without moving. So when the body is in moving, when the body is changes its position from one place to another place, then we would have called that is the object is in motion. So now here an object is at rest. How do you make the object is in motion or the object is moving? So very simple, by applying a physical quantity. It may be a push or it may be a pull. Then only we have to make the object is moving, or we have to say it is in motion. So what is this push or pull? Normally any push or pull of an object is called as the force. Normally we have to say when we push or pull of an object is called as the force. But the force is a physical quantity that changes the state of rest or the velocity of the object. Then it is called as the force. Once I will repeat, my dear students. Force is a physical quantity that changes the state of rest of a body or the velocity of a body, right? The force is represented by the letter F. Now, nextly, whether the force is necessary or not to move the object and its application. Yes, the force is very necessary to make the objects move when they are at rest, as well as when the object is moving already with a greater speed, or when the object is already moving, we have to make it at rest by using the force or by applying the force. Even when the ball is moving continuously, its speed reduces and finally it stops. Why? Because what happens here? Even earth also, ground also applying force against to the ball. So this force become reduced and finally it stops. It's called as what? Frictional force. It means the force is very necessary to stop the moving object, and the force is very necessary to make the object move when they are at rest. Apart from this, force also very useful to make the or to change the shape of the object. Shape of the object. And force also useful to change the direction of the object. So these are called as the applications of the force. So first one is the force is make the object move when it is in rest. Second one, the force is very essential to make the or to stop, to prevent the moving object. And third point, the force is very useful to change the shape of the object. And force is also useful to change the direction of the object. That is why the force is very necessary in our day-to-day life. Dear students, is force the same in all the object, in all the directions? Right? So the force is applying all the objects at a time or different time. So right, we call it is balanced and unbalanced force. What is balanced and unbalanced force? So two or more force act on the same object. Two or more forces act on the same object. If it's continuous in its state of rest, if it's continuous in its state of rest or a uniform motion, then it is called as balanced force. Means if it continues equilibrium position, then it is called as the balanced force. What is unbalanced force? If two or more forces are acting on the same object, if it changes its position, then it is called as unbalanced force. So force also very useful in our day-to-day situations.